Well,
Valorant.
Yo,
Oh my God,
I can't
oh my
believe
God.
it.
Yo, let me show you something. It's something about your favorite game ever.
Oh yeah, what's my
You
favorite
definitely
game?
don't rage every time you play it, and you
No,
probably
no,
don't care about it.
couldn't be me.
Valorant.
Raging at
Oh my
Val?
God,
No,
look,
no, no.
Harbor, this character that everyone is simping for some reason.
Simping for? I've definitely
Dude,
not heard that.
I have like I have like a handful of friends who are down astronomically bad for this character. It blows my mind. To be fair, I kind of see it, but to me, he looks like a mixture of like McCree and Hanzo into one.
I see. I saw
Yo,
like okay,
have you
yeah,
seen
no,
what
I
he
saw
looks
like a
like?
still image of him, so I have an idea of what he's supposed to look like. But outside of that, no, I really haven't seen. I saw a little bit of his gameplay.
You should definitely look at it. Oh my God, no way! Look, it's a video.
Yeah, it's like crazy that it's like right there, huh?
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's like the craziest thing. Like, I don't know how we could even get that to work. But you know, we did.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry to Spotify?
is that who it is?
Do you put this on Spotify? I don't even know if you do.
In theory I was supposed to.
Girl, okay. I'm sorry just like the audio listeners.
Yeah. I mean, you can hear it. Also, as we were speaking, for those of you who aren't on visuals, I had to add Awanis' top hat to this
Let's
screen
go!
because
Bro, I got my
only
top
had
hat.
it on the other screen. Yeah, we were finally, thanks to all your support in the last podcast episode, we were able to get Awanis her top hat, not just for the thumbnail, but for the whole video. So, you know, here we go.
I also
she's
forced
gonna be...
him to do it.
No, I did it myself. Anyway.
Right, because you wanted to add a top hat.
Yes, well, it was my
Hat.
idea. Now we have Top Hat over there, and it's Cez. So
It's
welcome in,
Topcat.
everyone. Top Cat, that's right. You know, I'm
Get
the
it
one who-
right!
I was, yep. You're right. I don't even remember the name that I made up for you. It's
SMH.
been like a week now. We just procrastinated a little bit, but you know, we're keeping up with it. We're only half a week off, and this week, don't think we're gonna record, so this will cover for 2 weeks essentially.
Damn. I mean, I'd be okay with recording again.
I mean, we'll see about that. We'll get there when we get there. But this is what was supposed to be last week, but I ended up getting super busy, and Awanis got a little busy too. So then here we are on October 18th now for me.
17th.
October 17th for you, yeah.
No, it's the 17th. You're in the wrong time zone.
Sorry. Apologies. I'm in the better time zone, so I'm in the future.
No.
I'm thinking
You're in the
forward.
wrong time zone.
Anyways.
Wrong. The fake time zone.
So today we're going to be discussing a few things. Starting off with this Valorant agent. I still have not seen this trailer, like I was saying earlier. We've had a lot of reactions to it. I think mostly people saying he's broken. I've seen like one piece of gameplay for him, and I was just like, meh, he looks okay at best, but you know.
I think he's kind of... His ult is kind of crazy to me. I don't know. At least for Valorant, like...
The only reason I was like, it doesn't look anything special is because like you could just walk out of it.
And I don't I don't know that much.
You can move out of it. It's not like you get shot in place.
Yeah,
like,
but
as long as
it
you
looks
move,
like,
you don't
but
get
if you
hit by
look at it, it looks like it like kind of looks like Astra's like stars in a way. So it kind of looks like if it like
I guess
sucks you in, you know. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't look that much into it. But anyways, we're gonna react to this video I've still not seen, and it is a cinematic, right? Or is it just?
It's just his gameplay reveal.
Okay.
The cinematic.
There's no.
I don't know if they
cinematic,
came
is
out with the
Yeah.
cinematic.
All right,
they
that's
might have
fine.
come out with the cinematic.
Let's just
but
see
that's
this
not important.
anyways.
Hey, loosen up.
Yeah,
only life
he's
or
like
death.
See,
water
he looks
Hanzo.
like a mixture of Kree and Hanzo. Like you can't change my mind.
Well, this looks dangerous. Good thing we brought guns.
The only thing I see about him, not even gonna lie, it's funny to me. It's just like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Look at
That's so
his wall.
stupid. Yeah.
That wall looks insane. That's what I was saying. His wall looks broken. And then look at that. That looks.
Is that like? It's not a solid wall though, is it? That one
Pretty
is.
sure
I know
that
that's.
one is.
Yeah. But you
I don't
can
know.
you can shoot through that, can you?
Too slow.
I don't know.
He whiffed.
Oh.
Bro, even I know that. I'm not good at Valorant. I know he whiffed.
Okay, here's the ult.
Yeah, is you can just walk out of it.
Oh, I guess. But like, it's multiple stuns at once.
Yeah, because if you keep staying in the area, then you're gonna get stunned.
Like, even one stun is enough.
What can I say? I do this for a living.
And also, I low-key feel like it tells you like all their information, like where they are at the moment, anyways. Because it's like, doesn't it automatically just like put it under their feet?
What do you mean?
So it would show up on the map, and it would just show their where they are.
Oh, you mean based
which
off
is,
the
like,
stuns?
idle. Yeah,
I mean,
which would be.
that is thinking
I mean,
very
that's a
far
lot of
ahead of me
information.
that like I wouldn't know because I don't care about Val that much. Like, for me to
I mean,
even consider the
I don't care.
implications of the stun being like, oh
I
yeah,
don't
because they're
care about
stunned now, I
the-
know they're over there.
Well, that's like I just thought that's a big thing of Valorant, because like, I mean, I don't play Valorant all the time. I'm not a huge
Really?
Valorant person. Oh my god, no way.
Crazy.
Crazy. But I feel like, I mean, that's a lot of information that he gets from that ult. Even if it doesn't stun them, it shows where they are because it literally appears under their feet. I don't know.
Right. I mean, it'd be interesting to see. I don't know if I would per se main him, but you know, he seems like an interesting character to be
He
added to the
seems
roster.
like
And,
a broken character.
well, you know, they have to add broken characters because otherwise you're not going to spend your money. Right? Because who wants
It's a
to
free to play game.
Yeah, but you have to earn those characters, right? Or you can spend money to get
Well,
the
you
character.
earn them by playing the game. That's not exactly.
Can't
Oh,
you
actually,
buy them?
Can you buy it?
I'm like
know.
99% certain you can buy characters in that game.
Most of the time, I just earn the character.
Well, yeah, I never spend money on Valorant to buy a character.
Okay, listen,
but
we
like
don't talk about
you
how
don't
much
have.
money I
Here's the
spend on
thing,
Valorant.
right? Well, that's a whole other different thing. But like, the thing is like, the whole concept of it, like Apex, and eventually we'll get into it with Overwatch as well. But the whole concept is that, you know, these heroes are the game essentially, and you need to unlock them, and you can either grind it out or you can spend money now and get the character. Right.
I see.
And so Valorant cosmetics is the only other way they make money, which is why
Yeah,
they
but it's
charge
mainly through their
super-
skins. I don't
Right.
think you can buy a character.
I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure you can though. I mean, we could look it up. I don't know. Like,
Yo, open Val right here, right. No, you'd have to update it. Here,
I
let me
mean,
see.
I'm looking it up.
Okay.
Can you buy?
I
a
don't-
Valorant
I
agent?
don't know. I don't
Yeah,
think
it says
so.
the
From last
remaining
I
agents are in the FPS are available via free and paid means with different ways of getting them in game.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
Okay, I knew the skins and like that stuff, but like I don't think I had a. I just earned the character.
Yeah, and the cost of all unlockable agents is about $50.
$50 for an agent?
No, in total.
Oh.
Well, actually, I don't know how old this article? Oh, this is like 2 years old.
No, they've definitely raised their prices since then. Ow! Yeah, they definitely raised their prices since then.
Let's see how to buy agents. Yes, you can buy each. Well, to my knowledge, it's like 200. I don't know. You can buy them though, which is the whole point of what I was saying.
I
You know?
guess, yeah.
And then Apex, it's the same thing, right? You can either grind the game out and earn the characters by playing online, or you can, you know.
Arguably, it's the same for Overwatch.
Well, that's where we're getting into the interesting territory of Overwatch 2, right? Where
The
we have the whole
cosmetics.
cosmetics and heroes behind, not necessarily behind battle passes, but there's concern for the monetization of the game, that's for sure.
Really? Wait.
Well, not not just me, but like I've seen a lot of other content creators been concerned. I think most of the concerns stem from the fact that they're like charging for stuff that was like previously used,
That's
like older
true.
skins, and they're like,
No,
oh, you
I
want this
agree with
thing?
that.
All right, $20 or like $10 or however much it is, and it's like that's kind of weird that you're charging for something that was already provided in the previous game. But like I understand where they're coming from. I just don't think that pricing is very realistic or even fair, to be honest, because it's like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, here's the thing, right? Like these other players are getting it for free, the game, but it's like, am I really gonna charge them this much money for a skin that you got and you could get in another game for free?
Yeah.
Because like I spent, well, let's say at box the game was like $60. I don't even know if that's true because I didn't buy it for
No.
60. I bought the game on sale for like $15 or $20, something like that.
I can't say much because I didn't buy the game. A friend bought it for me.
must be nice. Anyways, besides the point.
Okay.
But the point,
He bought it for $20.
the
So.
point is, you're buying the game for like $20, and then you're gonna tell me in Overwatch 2, I'm gonna buy some old skin. Like if it's a new skin, whatever, that's fine. But an old skin for the same price as what I paid for originally, that just, I don't know, that feels kind of wrong.
No, yeah, no, definitely.
Like
That
I understand if it was like, let's say $5, maybe even $10, whatever, depending on the skin.
I don't
Like if
even
it's a
think
legendary,
a skin should be $20. Like, cause like reeling back into like Valorant, like I don't think their skins are like worth as much money as they are. Like,
as much as they charge, because I know they charge a lot
yeah,
in Valorant.
no, they do charge a lot of money. Like a whole bundle is like $80,
Right,
and that's like let's like, okay, that's a knife, like 3 gun skins, and then a banner and a gun buddy. So that's 5 things for $80.
right, and then if you look at
That's a lot of
Overwatch,
money.
if you look at Overwatch, it's a little more fair because like you spend on a bundle $20 and you'll get like either an epic or legendary skin depending the bundle. You'll get an emote or a spray or a charm, which is the same thing as a gun buddy, and stuff like that. Victory pose, something like that. And it's like, well, is that a bad deal? No, but then why are you also charging like just the skin? Basically like the same amount, or like of the skin with like 1 or 2 things as opposed to like the bundle with 5. Why would I pay for something that's like older and worth less? And
If you really want it, but like it's still not worth.
I know, I mean, I'll be honest, there's some of the new skins that have come out and I'm not the biggest fan of them, to be completely honest with you. Like
The Sojourn one?
well, like, yeah, for example, the Sojourn one, I'm not the hugest fan of it. Like the cyber detective, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not a fan of it, but that's like the whole point, right? It's gonna make some people happy and some people are gonna want to buy it, and then you have other people like myself not a fan of it, so I'm not gonna waste my money on a skin like that. And then
They're like, oh my god, it's on sale for $2,200, and I'm like, I barely have 2K.
right, well, yeah, that's the point. You've got to spend more money, and I know that they have the whole like built-in system of like, yeah, you can earn your coins and stuff if you do all these challenges, but it would have been really nice if they did the approach of the like other games where it's like, yeah, you can actually earn your coins in the pass, where it's like you reach X tier and you'll get like 100 virtual coins or Overwatch coins, whatever they call them. And then you're like, all right, here's my virtual coins that I earned through this, and like, if I keep grinding it, then the pass pays for itself, basically, type deal. And if I don't make it, then that's fine. And then honestly, because people will start saving up those coins to get the next pass, and then they'll also feel more incentivized to spend their money on buying other skins that aren't normally in the past, because then they're like, oh, okay, well, now I have like my guaranteed coins from the battle pass to make sure that I can always afford one, and now I can go and look at spending whatever else on an extra skin that's like not in the past, but something that I'd really want. And then, it goes towards collaborations whenever they start doing those. I know they have a
Yeah.
collaboration with McDonald's coming soon.
I don't
know
know
if-
how to feel about that.
I
I'm
don't
not gonna
know.
lie.
It'll
I don't
be
know if I want a
interesting.
Reinhardt skin with like bright yellow colors.
I mean, have you not seen
I
the
met
old Florida Mayhem skins? They were literally called the
no.
McDonald's uniform.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
No.
I'll show you the McDonald's. Wow, look at me over here. Florida Mayhem old
Yeah, I don't know how they feel about
colors.
that skin or like the collaboration.
Here, I will.
But I do
screenshot
like
this
their
for you.
new approach. I just don't like how they're reselling old skins.
Me
Because like
either.
I know that they do need money. I know he's not exactly a developer, but he did work on Overwatch 2 and like all that stuff. I know someone who works for Blizzard, and I remember him talking. Oh my god.
Do you see why this is called the McDonald's logo?
Oh my god.
This is the old
I
Mayhem
hate
colors.
that.
Obviously, we upgraded a lot.
No, yeah, you definitely did.
I think Noble has a skin of this. That's besides the point. Anyways, you were saying.
Oh, right. So I know a coder. He works for Blizzard. So I don't remember exactly which part he said that he worked on, that he was working on. But he did work for Blizzard. So I do remember hearing him talk about like Diablo and how they lost a lot of money on that. A lot of people were getting laid off because of that. And it was very sad to hear. And so like this new approach hopefully brings in more money. I just don't like the idea of reselling old skins because they're probably not really worth it. Maybe the new ones, but like still.
I guess the question. I mean, here's the thing, right? If you're a new player, everything's new to you.
I
The
guess,
problem,
yeah.
it's kind of one of those weird things, right? Because it's like, oh, it's an old skin. Why does it matter to me? I already own
Right.
it anyways. Well, it's like someone new. It's like, it's new to them. But in a way, for us, it's like it feels so wrong because of the fact that it's like we already have that skin. And we got it for like nothing. Now we're gonna see someone else
Right.
spend a bunch of money on it. So it's one of those weird things that I'm like, I don't know if it's just like, the fact that it's us
That we
having like
played this game.
yeah, like having
Yeah.
this bias because of the fact that we've played it before versus them being new to it. So for them it's like brand new and they don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. I also have a question about, okay, so for like different holidays and stuff, I mean, obviously in Overwatch 1, they did the whole loot boxes and
Yes.
have the chance of getting
Funny
that.
enough.
How is that gonna work? What
Oh,
happened?
I was gonna say, funny enough, speaking about that, apparently some people are so not happy with the system that they want people to bring back loot boxes, which I think is a bad idea. But that's just people being
They
spoiled.
lose so much money because
They
the
already
game
lost
was
so much.
already
The game was
free.
already dying beforehand. We don't need it to die more.
Yeah.
But that's
But
besides
like,
the point.
what are they gonna do now? Like, I'm assuming obviously we're gonna have the. Are they gonna come out? I'm assuming that they're gonna come out with more Halloween skins.
Of course.
But is it gonna be like in a like in the
bundle?
battle pass, or is it gonna be like
No,
you
it's
have
not
to
going to be
buy
in the
them
battle
individually?
pass. It's going to probably be individually.
You can buy them individually with your money?
Well, whatever's in the battle pass is in the battle pass. I don't think they're going to add something new to it. And I don't think they're going to have two types of passes, I don't think they're going to have like a holiday specific battle pass, which would be interesting, but no, I think there's battle passes just based off seasons. And this is
Or-
season 1.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're just going to sell everything individually. Outside of that, like, it'll be cool to see all the things, in terms of just like how they approach it. I mean, I hope ideas they make are reasonable. I know if you saw that they're actually doing the that Reaper skin. There's like a legendary Reaper Halloween skin that's gonna be free because of all the technical issues that they had coming up, as well as like Buddy Charm and stuff. So all you have to do is like log in.
I actually haven't seen that, no.
Yeah, I can look it up for you. But it's supposed like they were saying that because
Of all the difficulties with like their launch and stuff, yeah.
yes.
But also, I heard that they were changing how comp works.
In what way?
Like, I don't. I just remember hearing someone say that they're going to change comp or they change it to comp.
I know that the only thing I heard was the issue where some people are getting ranked way too low, so they were gonna fix that, which they did. So people who are affected by that were gonna get like a boost in their XP essentially, and like be able to go up faster, to my knowledge.
I'm scared to get my placement because I'm probably gonna rank like way lower than I was before.
This is the this is the image, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll share it.
That's actually a really cool skin.
Yeah, this is the image for those of you interested in watching. If you're watching on YouTube, this is the Reaper skin that's gonna be coming out. It's called the cursed Captain Reaper skin, I believe is what it's called.
It's just like the Flying Dutchman.
Exactly. Well, you see that here. He's got the captain's hat. He's got like the squid tentacles and shotguns here. I mean, it's a cool skin.
It is a cool skin. But I actually really like it. Yeah.
But like going back to what we were saying, like, do I think they're gonna have like a way to earn them for free? They might have like a special challenge where you could get like one skin, but like outside of that, I don't think so. Like
No.
It'd be kind of hard to see them just giving away skins again. It's kind of impossible at this point. You would just have to buy them, and then at that point it's just which skins do you really want. And the good thing is, I know that some people complain about the whole battle pass thing, right? And I forget who broke it down, but they're like, yeah, really, if you want to break it down, because the battle pass is like $10.
Yeah.
And then a season is like 90 days or something, like 9 weeks. I think that's what it is. 9 weeks times 60.
Which is a long time.
Yeah, 9 weeks times 7 is 63 days. And then like $10 divided by like 63. It's like 16 cents a day. If you really want to think about it, like, do you have 16 cents a day for all that content? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you see all the stuff that's always included, and so like people always look at the original price. They're like, oh, $10, but like since each season is supposed to be like 9 weeks or whatever, that's just 16. It's not even 16 cents. That's me rounding it up. It's really like 15.87, 15 cents and like 9/10 basically. So rounded to 16 cents. And it's like, is this game worth 16 cents a day to you?
Sure. I mean, for the amount I play it and have to play it, yeah.
What do you mean have to play? You feel like
you're
trapped into it?
Because I have to play it at least once a week.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, because you're on your esports team over there.
Yes,
I
am. I know.
Yes, we will get to that.
Yeah.
But I was just, before we get there, it's just 16 cents a day for that battle pass. You get all those skins. You get some emotes. You get highlight poses, sprays, charms, voice lines, banners, name
very
tags.
worth it. The battle pass is probably
it's a very good deal, and I know some people might hate on it, but it's a good deal. It's a good price, $10 for that. I mean, if you look in comparison to like these bundles, they have to make the bundles look very good, because it's like, okay, we're gonna charge $20. This better be like some freaking amazing skin and like other stuff included in it. And so the whole point is to make the battle pass look appealing, and then if you want to spend money on something else, then go ahead and do it. Like,
I mean,
it's not
also
for everyone else.
with the battle pass, there's like the challenges that they have. So like daily challenges. So that also help like you get through the battle pass
No, yeah,
faster.
and like the whole thing is like, you have your daily challenges. You only need to complete 3 of them, I think, to get
Yeah.
your bonus XPs, along with your seasonal challenge, your weekly challenge, month. I don't know if it's monthly or seasonal. I know it's definitely a weekly one.
There's
Um,
daily, weekly. I know there's comp ones.
yeah,
Yeah, no, there are seasonal ones for the
yeah, and
season.
so the whole point is getting you to do that. The more you play, the more you're rewarded for it. And so if you keep completing those challenges, you'll eventually earn enough virtual coins to be able to buy a battle pass every other season, which essentially is when the new heroes come out. So that's kind of the benefit of it. So you don't even have to worry about it, versus like if you were to do it on, I don't know. I mean, it would be better if it could be on the pass, but the thing is, there is a way to get it. It's just, you have to grind, and some people have been spoiled a little bit with the game, as we've been able to get everything for free for the longest time.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, the monetization, I know that there's a lot of content creators out there, like bigger ones, obviously not me, but they're trying to make a bigger statement about it and see where they can go with it. And if they can either get change to happen or something. I don't think it's that bad, but there's definitely flaws in it. But of course, it's kind of like those growing pains as well, because we're used to how it used to be, and now it's changing. It's just trying to get used to that new change. That's all it is. And segueing from that, one of the things I did want to discuss is going back to what you were saying, is how you're on an esports team, and it's just crazy to think how, like, nowadays it's just esports in high schools and stuff, and I never would have
Yeah.
even considered that in my high school days
I
as a
mean,
thing.
there's now, I don't know how long esports has been around, at least like in schools, because I know like I'm pretty sure there was an esports back when my brother was in grad school, I want to say. I don't remember exactly, but it's been around for a little bit, and I never thought I would be like I considered it, but I never thought I would be in one. And then I started playing
Right.
Overwatch, and then I saw that my school had one, an Overwatch team, and they're like, "Hey, you want to join? Like, you like Overwatch? Like, you want to join?" And I go to a small school, so it's everyone knows each other and stuff like that. But it's kind of crazy, yeah. Like now, it's not just in high schools. There's esports for colleges and stuff like that.
Yes.
Most of the time, it's like student ran, but it
Right.
still counts. Like you can get esports scholarships to
I know,
colleges,
that's kind of
which
crazy.
is mind-boggling. Um, and it's been around for a little bit now. And my team, we had like so many people join this year, so we're split into two.
It's like a
Uh,
varsity and a junior varsity, or like,
I
or just like a
well,
team A, team B type deal, and whoever
yeah,
performs the best.
teammate, team B type deal, and then like you play against like different teams and stuff like that. Like I sometimes like you can play against each other, which has happened with we have a Splatoon team, but we also have like a team A and team B Splatoon team. And one time I heard that they fought against each other. So
That's
it's possible
fun.
that they fight against each other too.
So, like, okay, I guess my question is, well, right now you're not doing these in. Well, would you ever do these in person? Like via LAN, which would be super
It
cool, but I don't think that's realistic. Mostly because a lot of
so
you are also on console.
well actually okay, my team there's only one person on console, and I think he's gonna switch to PC. He told us that he was gonna get a PC, which is really exciting. I'm excited for him. Um, but I know so we're team B, but I know team A, like pretty much all of them are on console. So that's
Team
like
A
a
for
whole.
aim assist. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Yeah, Team A for aim assist,
And
Team
then
B
Team
for
B for
better.
better aim.
Yeah.
Team B
No,
is for
I
better
don't
aim.
want to
Team A
talk.
is for aim assist.
I don't want to talk crap. No, but that most people do probably do to play on console. I would be down to play in person, but it depends if they have a good computer. Because at my school, again, we're a small school, so like the only thing that we can afford is like, which honestly stole a lot of money, are like these little gaming laptops. And so they're connected directly to Ethernet, like, so we don't have troubles with like Wi-Fi or anything like that.
Mhm.
It's just like the fact that it's on like a little laptop, because I'm used to my PC. And for my team personally, it's easier to do it from home than it is at school. Because all of us have our own like PC and like stuff
Right.
like that, so it's just easier. Like Discord, like my team B gets along probably way better too, because we are all like already friends and like get along and play together like all the time. So it's just better chemistry. Because I've played with Team A before, and that was really hard. I also think it was really hard because um they were all at the school and I was playing from home. So it was like weird communication. I don't think they could hear me much. So,
Mhm.
but
Do
it just seems better overall to play from home. But like again, like if I would be down to play like at different schools if the setup was like a PC,
I
which is a
got you.
lot of money. So,
Right,
you
obviously,
know.
and like you're not gonna just casually lug your whole PC with you with you over
Oh,
there.
hell no. Because I know my coach, he was like, oh yeah, like you can bring your stuff, like you can bring your monitor and stuff. And I was like, I am not moving any of my monitors to the school and back, because that is a lot of work and I do not want to mess around with my setup at all.
No, yeah,
Just
I don't
leave it
blame you.
where it
I
is.
know what it's like moving a setup, and it's not the most ideal thing, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Next question: do you guys have practice? Or because all I know is you ever mentioned to me is you're playing games, and I'm like, do you guys ever practice? Like, just genuinely
So,
curious.
um,
This ought to be good. The way this is starting off.
so technically, no. It's like a yes but
Oh
no thing. Again,
gosh.
no, okay, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
My team, Team B, again, we're already friends and we already play with each other on a daily basis. So like like if you want to be technical, I guess, but also it's not really like actual like training together or anything like that. It's just like playing together. But like no, not if you don't want to count that, then no, we don't practice. Which
Well,
I
yeah,
know isn't
I
good.
wouldn't
Or
count
like
that.
strategize, or like the only thing we like actually strategize is like seeing who plays what role and
Which
how we
isn't
want to
much.
and how we want to maneuver, like if we want to do dive comp, if we don't, like, you know, stuff like that. It's um it's good though, because we have a lot, surprisingly, you wouldn't think this, but we have a lot of tank players. We have 3 tank players,
Well, that's
and
always
then like
good to
one kind
hear.
of, but not really.
One kind of
Yeah, we
thing.
have 3 tank players.
Interesting. I mean, it's a good problem to have. I mean, nowadays, since there's what 10 tank spots, and then trying to divvy that up with one person being responsible all 10, it's a little bit of a tall task to ask. I mean, you have me
Yeah.
right now trying to get used to doing 10 tanks, and I'm not going to say I'm the best at all 10 of them. There's definitely
Yeah.
some that I'm way better at than others. Like, I am definitely comfortable with playing as, like, you know, your main tanks. I'll play like Brian, I'll play
Fine.
Winston, I'll
Yeah.
play I've been trying to get back into playing Wrecking Ball again a little bit because I know I used to really like him and then I laid off on it, and now I'm trying to get back to getting to like him again. And then, you know, you have some of the more off tanks, and like for example, I really enjoy, let's say, Zarya. I can play Zarya. Not the best Zarya, but I can manage her better than, like, let's say Diva. Diva's obviously really strong right now, but
Yeah.
I just, her cooldowns I don't get when I'm supposed to use them, you know. Like for me, I'm like, am I supposed to play, I know I'm supposed to play more defensive, but then I never feel like I know when I'm supposed to go forward with her as well.
No,
Because I'm
I
supposed to protect my
completely get
team.
that.
And then I have like someone like Junker Queen who's like Rhine, but even more aggro. So I'm like, okay, well, I can full send. That's already what I do with Rhine anyways, but now I'll be even more likely to survive because I heal myself. And then, you know, you have like a Doomfist who's like a Winston, but more mobile and
Doom
worse
is
damage in a
not
way.
a
I mean,
good
he's
tank right
trash.
now.
I mean, that's
He
besides the
is
point.
not a good tank right now. I know, like, I remember watching a video where, what the three best tanks are Diva, Zarya, and Winston, and then they
Mhm.
all like counter each other.
Yes.
So, yeah, Diva counters Winston.
Yes.
Was it Zarya counters
Diva.
Diva, and Winston counters Zarya.
Yes.
So it's like a weird like triangle.
Yes. It's true. Well, kind of. Zarya can kind of just stop them both in a way. The only problem is she doesn't have speed to like stop them from jumping anyone else. But that's like
That's
besides the
true.
point. But the point
That's
is you
besides
have
the
all
point.
these tanks that are all so different. I mean, you have Sigma at long range. He's Diva, but with more range. Or you could say Diva is Sigma, but
Orisa.
with more mobility. You have Orisa, who's this brawl tank now that only wants to push you into a corner and bully you.
I
She'll-
have been bullied too many times by an Orisa.
Yeah, she just
I
looks for the
will not stand
1v1.
for it.
And literally you have like
No.
everyone else joining in. They're like, oh, Arisa's bullying someone. Let's join in.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what
Or
happens.
yeah. So like having a bunch of tank players is nice because we all have like our own like I guess specialties, if you will, like with tanks and stuff like that. Like who can play what tank. Or like go off on it, and like we all just like we don't only play tank, we can play other roles too, so it's like not a problem at all. We had our first like actual game of the season last week, and I told you, but we we completely dominated.
Right.
It's best of 5 for every team that you go against. It's best of 5. And we 3-0'd them. If you want to be technical, 4-0'd them, but we
Right,
3-0'd
because of
them.
the friendly after. But so, do these
Yeah,
games like go for anything? Is there like a placement ranking within like your area, or how does that work?
Actually, it's not just within our area. It's within the country.
So you just play anyone within the country? Or
Yeah,
like...
yeah. So we have like this network, and so you'll see who's online at the moment, and you'll just kind of play them kind of based on that. And then like soon, we're just starting out right now too. So like, you know, soon we'll see everyone's like placings, and then they'll go off of that.
Right.
Like each team will go off of that.
And is there any like big tourney or like tourney that you're working towards or stuff? I don't know.
No.
Okay, so it's
Not
just
not
for
right
fun.
now. Not yet. I mean, yes, but like not right now because the season just started.
Right. The more you know. So then, okay, how long is the season? I guess is the next question.
I genuinely don't know. That's a good question. Listen, I just joined the team, but I genuinely don't know. I think it lasts till, because I'm gonna go off of the Smash team. I think it lasts till about, when did the Smash team get it? Our Smash team actually got first place.
Good.
Which is cool, but I'm trying to remember when they were announced that I want to say kind of like towards the end of the school year, so May maybe. that'll probably when the season will end, and then like after that, it's just like playing on your own, whatever, not really doing anything, and then like the next school year, like like fall season, it's like recruiting people, just kind of playing against other teams, just for whatever, and then the season will start again.
Well, that's very interesting. I don't know. It's just kind of trying to compare it because obviously it's like an esport and it's comparing it to like a regular sport, and then you can have the whole
Yeah.
discussion of
Kind of
is
think
an
of it.
esport a regular sport or can it not be classified? And
I think it's a sport. You still have to have skill to play the game, like, or compete. It's not physical, no, but I
right,
feel like,
and
I mean, you still need to have skill.
it's interesting. I mean, I've heard the whole esport versus regular sport debate. I don't know where I stand personally on it as someone who's done both aspects of it. Obviously,
Yeah,
I
true.
used to play sports, and I mean, I can't say I've done. Well, I mean, no, I can say I've done esports with like my Mario Baseball stuff. I am competing in the scene of Mario Baseball, and would I call it a sport though? I don't know. It's like it's different because I'm not
I think it
physically doing
depends.
anything, but like a lot of it's execution for sure. Being able to do the same things in like real sports, you need to be able to execute and repeat your like chances of doing whatever, as well as like actually the mental game as well. Like most sports, although it's like there is a physical aspect to the sport, there's always a much more significant like mental aspect to the game, regardless of what it is. So it's just an interesting thing. I guess it depends on whether someone thinks the physical side is more relevant to it being a sport, or if it's the mental side, which in that case would be an esport, would be more in line with that thought process, because it doesn't get more mental than playing an esport. You have to think about every single situation and possibility that's going to occur and what you want to do or where you think things are going to go. Like for the case of Overwatch, like anticipating and reacting and blah blah blah. While in like basketball, it's like, all right, here's our play, and then like you'll make an adjustment as it goes on, and it's not much different. It's just when you play like an esport, there's significantly many more factors of what can be going on and less information that you have compared to like basketball is like, okay, stop the ball, that's it. While in like Overwatch, it's, hey, there's an objective, but hey, there's this person flanking, but also we should probably get that person in the back there who's supporting the tank that's keeping them alive to find on the point. And oh, by the way, the point is still moving, or the cart or whatever. It's about making a bunch of decisions.
A lot of call outs and stuff like that,
right,
too.
Which is exciting, but that's where it becomes a whole issue. Is it's like, well, is it really is an esport really a sport? And it's like, well, yeah, you have to execute. For example, in like a shooter game, like I need to be able to click heads, essentially. I need to have the reaction and muscle memory of how I'm gonna click on someone's head, because some days you're on and some days you're way off. And it's not even just for that. Like for example, like the baseball that I'd be playing, like one of these tournaments I got second place. I was just doing really well on both ends of the ball, like both pitching and offense. And then this last tournament that I did have like a really tough draw on my opponents, and the day I got eliminated, I wasn't playing my best baseball, and I got past one game, didn't get past the next game. And it's just execution, and if you're not going to perform at your highest there, then it's kind of difficult. It's the same thing with real life sports. If you can't execute all the time, then you're going to be losing just as much as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just execution, it's obviously also a mental thing.
Well, you have to execute mentally as well, like you have to stay focused, especially like for example, there's I uploaded a video within a couple hours of me playing a game. I was losing.
Free self promo.
Yeah, I'll promo on my own channel. But like I was playing a baseball game and I was losing, or it was tied for the longest time. I gave up a towed home run, and then it was 3-2. And then I'm like, okay, well, I made a mistake. And then what happens? I go to the bottom of the 8th, and I have the opportunity to have two people on with no out, but you know, I get into my own head and make some dumb mental mistakes, and
Right.
that two people being safe there with no one out ended up being a double play because I decided to send one runner and send the other runner, and you know, it cost me an opportunity to score there. And then what happens at the very next inning? Another toad home run, and you know, the score's 4-2, and I'm losing my mind because I'm like, dang, not only did I have a chance to score and you know give me the lead, but instead I gave my opponent a chance to extend their lead. And then it's like, okay, well, I understand that it's 4-2 right now, not in my favor, but you know, I still have one more chance in my lineup, and I knew I had like the best part of my lineup. So if anyone was gonna get it done, it was gonna be these three batters. And well, what happens? I execute on the offense and get the biggest upset. I mean, I beat the
Also, volume warning
yeah. Sorry if you yeah. There's a volume warning
on that
It's
video.
mad pop off like because like just for context, like I know some people, I put it in the title, but like this guy has never lost in this tournament, like ever. He hasn't lost a game, and so like he's won the tournament twice now, like has gone undefeated in both of his runs. And so I was the first person to beat him in any of his tournaments. And so, you know, I was like, let's go, you know, popping off like crazy because it was like, I didn't think I could do it. I was very much like getting into my, I was messing myself up, throwing away my chances. And, you know, to walk it off like how I did, I won the mental war because I was like, you know, he's going to throw this pitch inside or he's going to try to hit me so I don't hit a home run to walk it off like I did. And so I anticipated that and I crushed it out of the park and I won the game, you know. And it's very much mental execution because like if I would have just kept letting it get to me that like, man, I really screwed up here, not only did I screw up, I gave him a lead too. And if I just let that get to me, then you know, they could have been the end of the game and I could have not won, and who knows how that tournament would have turned out. Instead of me getting second, I could have been,
You could
I
have
don't know, eighth or
just
worse,
completely
or
lost. Yeah.
so
Would you like, okay, if you were to go back to when you're in high school, because I know a lot of people when I tell them like I'm in an esport, they're like, oh my god. Well, if they're like my mom's age, my mom doesn't really know what it is. She just knows I have my games and like it's like
sure.
an actual like competition, I guess. Um, she'll just be like, she'll peek in my room before it happens. She's like, "Are you playing your game right now?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Are you gonna play it?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay." And then she runs out of the room and closes the door because she doesn't want to bother me.
That's
And then
funny.
she'll know when I come back out, and I'll tell her if we won or lost. Um, and she tells me how she always hears me like, you know, like not yelling at other people, but it's calm. So she hears my comms and stuff. But when I do talk to other people, like I guess your age, they're like, "Oh, you're in an esports team? That's so cool. I wish I was. Do you wish like if you were to go back in high school and they had that, would you, you know, consider joining an esports or like the team or anything like that? Because there's different games too. Like,
Would I think I would. I think the main problem is how busy I was. I mean, I still am, but like I was always doing music
yeah,
stuff. So like I don't know if I would have
that's
had the
true.
time to balance it, but like if I had an opportunity to, sure, why not? I mean, obviously I wasn't playing Overwatch. I mean, Overwatch didn't exist
When you
until
were in high school.
my it existed when I was a senior, but I wasn't playing Overwatch then because
When you were
I didn't
senior.
have a PC. Yeah, that was like 2016. Well, it came out in 2016, and I graduated in spring 2017. So like the game
Dang,
is,
you're old. I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
And I know that because I actually remember this because I know someone was talking about Hammond, but obviously I had no idea what they were talking about. They're like, dude, they added like this stupid hamster and like a ball that was just rolling around the map, and I had no idea what they were talking about. Like obviously I had no context
Yeah,
because
screw that Hammond.
yeah, they were complaining about Hammond, obviously, and like you know, I didn't know what they were talking about. I didn't know what Overwatch
No.
was. I didn't have a PC or anything. The only console I had was like my Wii. Not even gonna lie, and
Oh
then
my god, I
that was my
remember
most
that.
recent console. And you know, at that point,
You
that
were
the Wii was like 8 or 10 years old. Like,
You
people
know
were already
what's
with
so
Wii U's,
funny?
and then the Switch was coming out by that point, which is eventually when I bought my Switch. But go on, what was so funny?
That's so crazy. You talked about your Wii.
Mm-hmm.
What? So you were in high school when you had your Wii. When
No,
I had
I
my
had my
Wii.
Wii when I was in like, how old am I? Well, I know how old I am.
Oh my God! No, wait. How old are you?
2017. I got my Wii when I was. Let's double check.
You must have been in
Uh,
like 8th grade.
no, I was younger than
Freshman.
that.
No way.
Yeah, the Wii came out in like 2008. I want it.
I was gonna say I was like 5 years old when I had my Wii, and then when I had my Wii U.
Let me
Okay,
see.
so the thing is
Or
that
no, the
for the
Wii came
Wii
out in
U,
2006. Oh my gosh. Yikes.
no one asked, no one asked, no one asked how old
Yikes.
I was, no one asked how old I was.
Yikes. Okay, anyways,
Okay,
I've had
anyways,
my
would you have?
Wii since like, I want to say I've had my Wii since 2008, and obviously I graduated in
Damn.
2017, which is then when I bought my Switch because I got a job shortly after high school, and I used my first check to buy
Let's
a Switch.
go.
But anyways,
Let's go.
you were saying.
You use your first check to buy a Switch. I use my first check. Dude, my first check, I only spent it on one thing, and after that I saved it. I spent it I DoorDashed myself canes.
No, I was the same way. No, I've never done any home food delivery. I spent my first check on my Switch, and then I didn't spend anything else.
Yeah,
wanted
I
to
only
save,
spent
but
it
I really
on that,
wanted to
and then I
Switch.
just saved it.
And I'm kind of glad I got my Switch. At the same time, I wish they would have released more stuff. Because when I got it, there was only 2 games you could get. It was Mario Kart or Legend of Zelda. Or Breath of the
What?
Wild, more like it's the correct answer.
I don't remember when
And
I
then
got
I
my.
decided to get Mario Kart because I'm a Mario fanatic. And then later on, Mr. O's let me borrow his Breath of the Wild. And then, I played my series and all that stuff. And it was super fun. Shout out to Mr. O's for letting me borrow for 2 weeks while he went to Las Vegas or wherever. Or to California, I think. I don't
Damn,
remember.
you played Breath of the Wild in 2 weeks?
Yep. He's
Damn, I applaud you for
Yeah.
that. I'm still not even done, and I've had it for like 2 years.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I didn't complete the whole game, obviously. Not like completionist 100%.
No, but like you beat the game
Yeah, I beat the game.
in 2 weeks, which
Yeah.
is absolutely freaking crazy.
Yeah, I would stream it. I remember all the references that we had.
Never.
I still remember all the stupid references and funny jokes that we made. And I remember when I beat it, and Mr. Os was like, I would have let you borrow it for longer than 2 weeks if you wanted to. It wasn't a problem. You didn't have to rush for me. Because I was like, I gotta beat this game before he gets back.
That's so funny.
So I
Oh
did.
right, so would you join?
Probably. But then when I was, what game would I even play back then? All people cared about was like Call of Duty back then. I never played COD, to be honest. Nor do I really care about it that much.
That's true. Well, I don't know if there was a league. There was a league back then, right?
I don't even
'Cause,
like
like-
League now. What would make me like it back then?
I don't know, man. I just know that there's a variety of games now. Like, yeah, Overwatch. We don't have a Valorant team because we don't have enough players for that. We have an Overwatch team. We have a League team. We have
I mean, the
Splatoon,
only
we have
thing-
Mario Kart. We have Rocket
Yeah,
League.
I would do like
Smash.
a Mario Kart, if I could. Because that was the game I grew up playing all the time. That was like my game. I grinded Double Dash and then Mario Kart Wii and then Mario Kart Deluxe when I got that. It's like, I would not lose to anyone I know in person. That just would not happen, no matter who it was. People would actually get pissed off at me because I would always win. I was like, nah, this is my game. Like, genuinely. Like, people have their games, and then some people say, like, oh, this is, like, X so-and-so's game. And I'm like, yeah, I might be good at that game, but, like, Mario Kart is my game.
Everyone had their game. Yours is Mario Kart.
Mario Kart is
Mine?
my game. Like, I mean, you could say Overwatch is my game now, but, like, nah, Mario Kart. I've been playing Mario Kart way longer than I've been playing Overwatch.
Growing up, I didn't really have a game. I just kind of played anything I wanted
That's fair.
or like or that we had. Because a lot of times it was like well, this is before my brother left for college. We
Hmm.
just mainly like shared the games. So like my brother would ask for this specific game and then he would play it and beat it and then I would play it and I think half of the time I didn't beat it or half of the time I would, but I wouldn't need his help. But to be fair, I was like I was really young. I was like 6.
Interesting.
I remember I was like 6 years old playing Mario Sunshine and my brother, let me tell you, he has beaten that game so many times. He's like sped run that game so many times. I remember watching him like on the couch when you play on the
It's
GameCube,
it's interesting because
stuff like that.
I had Mario Sunshine when I was younger, and then I
Hmm.
never beat it.
I never beat it.
I
I
actually
never.
ended up returning the game. Yep.
No way. Okay, I know how the game ends because I watched my brother, but I
I mean,
never
I
beat
beat it
it.
now.
Well, yeah, in 3D All Stars, but like, or if you had a emulator.
Sure, I beat it in 3D All Stars, but that's besides the point.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I still beat it either way. That's all that matters. But
I beaten.
mm,
Let's see, what old games did I beat? Because I was young, so I had a hard time with those games.
I mean that was the point of those games. They were supposed to be hard, but
I
it
beat I beat Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube. I played on the GameCube. I
yeah,
remember
with
that.
like freaking King Boo, Bowser, and
Ah, that was
weirdness.
hard. I also needed my brother's help on that, but I beat it. I beat it.
Nice. Well, good.
Um,
That was another game I didn't as a child.
hmm.
And then I don't know. The Luigi's Mansion series is interesting. We just never
I never
got
beat the
around to it.
Pokemon games.
I mean, me either. But here I am about to
Well,
do this
you never
Nuzlocke.
played the Pokemon
Yeah, I'm
games.
over here about to be an idiot. Like, hey, I've never played a Pokemon game besides like Pokemon Sword. And
My
then what's the other
first
one?
game.
Fire, because I was bored one night.
Fire?
Yeah, I played Fire. Or is it
Pokemon
Red? Is
Fire?
it Fire or Red? I don't know. What's the difference? I think it's
Let
Pokemon
me
Red.
see.
Pokemon Red. Is there a difference?
When did Pokemon Red come out? Pokemon Red and Blue.
I think it's Pokemon.
1996?
What's the difference? Bro,
God damn, Cez!
I don't remember. It's Fire Red or just
Pokemon Fire.
Red.
It was probably Pokemon Fire.
I don't know. It was an
Oh,
emulator.
there's Fire Red.
That's what I don't know. Is it Pokemon Red? Or
It's Fire Red.
I don't know which one I played. How do you think I knew that much?
It's
You're bold of you to
Pokemon
assume that I know what I'm playing.
Fire Red. The version are 2004 remakes. That makes sense.
Well, I didn't play it until more recently. It was on an emulator.
I see.
For all I know, it could be Pokemon Red, or it could be Pokemon Fire
Yes.
Red, or it could be Pokemon Fire. I don't know.
No, it was. You must have played Pokemon Fire Red.
I guess I'll take your word for it. I used to play this game before that you'll never have heard of, and I doubt anyone on this, if you're even listening this late into the podcast, if you are, thank you. But I was gonna say I played a game called My Dinos.
My time on your
My
my
Dinos.
dino. That dude.
And it was on Cool Math Games, and
Cool math games.
it
Oh,
was crazy.
the-
It was such a good game, and it doesn't exist
dude.
anymore.
God.
The game does
What a
not exist
throwback.
anymore. It's kind of sad, but
What a throwback.
I wish they would bring it back. It was literally Pokemon, but dinosaurs. And I used to
Pokemon
play that
dinosaurs.
all the time, and now the game doesn't exist. Which
I
is
used to
so
play
sad.
this is on my DS. Um, my brother and I, again, we shared our games, but but he never wanted to play the games that I liked because I used to play this like Zuzu Pets game. It was like with little hamsters and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
It was so funny. You could dress them up. You could do little mini game. I would grind the crap out of those games. And
Yeah. I was gonna say that
Oh.
one of the things that it was funny when I would play my dinos is that at the very beginning of the game you could like walk past this one dino that was like a level I think 35 or 50, something like that, and it was like absurdly strong for no reason. Like obviously it's like don't fight this dino, and then I remember I tried like capturing it. It didn't work out, but
Did you die?
well, I died multiple times, but there was one time I got so close, but you know, because it's so over leveled compared to all my dinos, I didn't end up getting it, and I was so sad.
Oh.
I tried so
Imagine
so
little
hard.
old depressed C's.
Yeah,
Like
young-
10-year-old C's all
Bro, we used to
sad.
play this
I
at school
didn't get my
all the
dino.
time. We played it all the time, and it was so much fun. But you know, it doesn't exist anymore.
No.
And they like it existed online, and then they made an updated like app, but then never existed. I don't know. I have no idea where it would go, and it's been gone for years. I mean, it hasn't existed since since I was in elementary school. If that gives you any concept of how old that game is.
Bro, you're so old.
Yeah, I am. I'm like one of the oldest. No, not really. But,
Well, I mean, now though you're gonna be starting that Nuzlocke series, right? Going in with like no idea about Pokemon games.
yeah, that'll be interesting. And
That'll be
there'll
fun to watch.
There'll be a lot of content.
You're gonna get rolled, and people are gonna make
there's
fun
a
of
few
you.
things I want to. Well, okay, I kind of expect that, to be honest. I don't know. There'll be a few ideas I have, like naming all the Pokemon before I play. I'm trying to draw Pokemon based off their names, or like trying to do like a Pokemon quiz or something before I do all this. When I'm
You're the
still
Pokemon Smash Pass.
no, not that. That has nothing to do with my knowledge. That's just visual. Anyways, I'll be actually looking to start it either tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday, which for you guys probably won't be until before this video is released, unless I somehow miraculously release this tomorrow, which would be very shocking.
I
And then, you know, it'd be
I
that
would
night.
be very surprised.
So I'm probably
So
gonna start the week
tomorrow.
of the 18th, that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or the week of the 17th, whatever. So be on the lookout
it's
for
still
that
the
if you haven't seen it. And if you miss it on the first day, well, I'll try to keep it being a series. We're gonna be focused on Platinum as the game to play, and I'll be excited. I don't know, doing my first Nuzlocke. I'll have a lot of support from people who actually know Pokemon and will help me with the rules and make sure I'm not an idiot and watch me throw and make great content. And you know, I'm excited to see where it goes from there, and
I'm excited to see you suffer.
I'm excited to see people watch me fail a lot, and you know, watch me make really dumb decisions and be like, "See, why are you doing that?" And I'm like, "I don't know what I'm doing." I'm trying my best.
I don't know what I'm doing.
But anyway,
Water beats fire.
water does beat fire. I know that, and fire beats dark, because you know, without the light, you will just have darkness. So
Fair, I guess.
yeah, fire also beats steel. It melts them. Anyways, we're gonna leave this. I was about to say stream. I'm so used to freaking saying my own stream.
Oh my god, yeah, it's a stream.
Yeah,
it's a
no,
stream.
no. We're gonna leave this episode of the podcast here. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, leave a comment on your favorite Taco Bell ingredient. I don't know.
Taco Bell ingredient?
Yeah.
Sees what the hell?
I don't know.
Leave a like on your favorite
know, this-
fast food place. Would you add them to
yeah.
Overwatch too? Like
Yeah,
how we have them in McDonald's and
which
Overwatch, bro?
Overwatch collab would you like next with a restaurant? No, I don't know. It's just to see if someone actually says anything, if they made it to the end. It's just kind of funny.
I'm sorry for
Otherwise,
your
if you're on
loss.
Spotify, I don't know what you're supposed to do on Spotify. Leave a like, I guess. If you're on YouTube,
like it,
comment, subscribe. If you're on Twitch, well, that's impossible because this isn't gonna be on Twitch. But you know, follow me on Twitch. Check me out there on my socials and TikTok and all that stuff. This is Cez here again with Topcat Awanis
Topcat.
on the other side, and we're gonna be wishing you all a great rest of your day, night, morning, whatever time it is. And
Afternoon.
we'll see you all in the next one whenever we decide to record. So hopefully sometime soon within the next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye bye.